Sustainability means meeting our own needs without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Sustainability is made up of three pillars: the economy, society, and the environment, also referred to as the three Ps: profit, people, and planet. Sustainable practices among raw cotton production.
There are 77 countries in the world that grow cotton, but the best cotton, the most responsibly grown cotton, is done right here in the United States. We're the third largest producer of cotton in the world, but we're the number one supplier to the world. And that means that US cotton farmers have to be the best at what they do.
The varieties that they produce for us these days, they're nematode resistant. Nematodes are insects in the ground and they eat at the roots. So if the roots are damaged, it does not absorb the nutrients as much as it would have. Spider mites, which were a big insect problem, we spent a lot of money on spider mites. We don't have those issues anymore. And that was an easy one. The breeders, all they did was breed plants that had a darker, more dense color of green, and the mites don't like it. So we don't have to spend the money on insecticide there, nor do we have to spray. Worm-resistant varieties, we don't have to spray for worms. In the 80s, we had an insect called the boll weevil nationwide, and now we have totally eradicated the boll weevil. You know, the machines that we have today, and this goes all the way back from the beginning, are so much more efficient. I don't burn near the amount of diesel fuel that I used to. They don't have hardly any carbon emissions at all. Also, when it comes to fertilizer, there's a big misconception about our practices these days. I keep going back to the 70s because I'll tell you, during that time, we did not have near the knowledge nor the technology to really know what we should or should not be doing. So it's one of those deals. If a pint was what was recommended, a quart's even better, and they would throw it out there. We just didn't have near the information that we do these days. So with our fertilizer applications, which I know is a big concern, take soil samples on our fields at least once every 3 years. If we have problem fields, every year. And then we apply that fertilizer instead of just throwing it out across the field. We variable rate that field, which means we have machines now that will go across the field, and as the soil requires a nutrient, it will apply it. It won't over-apply it, and it won't under-apply it. We get just what we need where we need it within the field. The better the steward that I am to the land, then the less input costs that I have. So it's a win-win for everybody. I'm being more sustainable, and I'm also producing a quality fiber that you all can use.
Sustainable practices from when the cotton is cleaned and spun into thread. Before the cotton is strung into yarn, the cotton goes through several machines, cleaning it from debris and its seeds.
At Texas A&M University,
the big picture really is to be able to solve the food security problem around the world.
Kirti Rator and his team are working toward a dramatic breakthrough that would help feed the world using cottonseed.
Every year, the world produces something like 44 million metric tons of cottonseed. Farmers don't grow cotton for the seed, they're growing it for the fiber, but the seed is a byproduct, which is a very good source of protein.
Right now, cottonseed is fed primarily to cows, whose stomachs can digest the seed. The problem for other animals and for humans is gossypol, the black specks inside the seed. Using genetic technology, Rator and his colleagues have developed a new variety of cotton plant. Global seed production of 44 million metric tons is the equivalent of 10 million tons of protein.
That amount of protein can meet the protein requirements of 500 million people. That's 500 million people. They can have their protein requirements met just by using cottonseed. And people actually like the taste of cottonseed. I would much rather eat cottonseed than eat soybean.
The cotton supply chain is one of the most complex supply chains in the world, and stakeholders and consumers alike are demanding methods of measuring and reducing the environmental impact of textile products and the social responsibility of textile firms. Today's professionals will be tasked with ensuring consumers' needs are met while mitigating the environmental impact of the global apparel complex and demonstrating their social responsibility efforts.